waves come from the ocean. They rise. They peak and they fall. But they're not separate from the ocean. We have an idea that something is here to experience the ocean. It may be you. It may be God. It may be some sort of universal desire from the planet. But the fact is, that's not true. There is an idea, an experience, a sensation that you are experiencing the ocean. But in reality, the ocean is only here to experience itself. Why? The mountain, only here to experience itself. The sky, only here to experience itself. The clouds, only here to experience itself. The animals, each one only here to experience itself. You, only here to experience yourself. So why is it you feel that there's a story? We can write a story about this. Of course you can. And you know the story is only temporary. It will die, it will go. It will end up somewhere. Broken, lost, tarnished. But the story will go. The ocean has many stories to tell about each wave. It doesn't write every day about how many waves, how big they were. The waves are just aspects of what the ocean is. The whole ocean is not separate, not singular waves within the ocean, not different fathoms within the ocean, not different consistency within the ocean, just the ocean. Whole, always experiencing itself as whole, as one whole thing. And that's your sole purpose. That's the only purpose in this living human form, this living existing thing that you are, is to fully experience your whole self. But this mind is always on the story. I want to experience something other than me. I don't want to go beyond me, within me. I know what's beyond me, within me. It's organs and blood and bones and flesh. So I want to experience all the other things that are completely ignoring you as a human. Completely ignorant of the fact that you exist. Until you fall into their story. So what's it all about? All you need to know is you're here to experience your whole self, and whatever surrounds you, whatever you feel is external to you, are simply reminders, examples that keep you out of the story, to keep you focused, observing on your whole self. You can't do it. No one can do it. Because through centuries of ignorance, of thinking we are superior, thinking we are living on this planet, and it's our planet, and we can take control of this planet, it's created this massive, massive story, this incredible dialogue that we speak about every day. We're always speaking about what's going on in the world. No one speaks about what is going on in myself, as myself. We're not speaking about your job, because that's external to you. We're not speaking about your home, that's external to you. We're not speaking about your children, that's external to you. But the ego that gave itself an identity, gave itself boredom. Well, I'm the least interesting thing in the world. There's far more things to discover than my whole self. It's ridiculous. It's just bones and flesh and organs. Go within. What the hell are you talking about? No one is prepared to go through me. Not the speaker. You're me. That me that binds you to the story. That me that speaks about the story every moment of every day. What's going on? What's going on in this narrative, this dialogue? Speaking about your waves every day. Each wave seems ultra important. And then a bigger wave comes and that other ones feel less important. Then you have separation, division. Then you cling on to a big wave. You cling on to that big wave and say, I found it. I found it. I'll find God on this wave. I'll look as high as I can go. I'll ride this wave into the universe, as high into the sky. Not interested in the clouds or the sky. Good. Only interested in God. God is the ocean. To the ocean. God is you to you when you realize it. It appears to be very egoistic to say there's no concerns for the world. There cannot be disconcern when you know you're the whole self, or the whole ocean. Because when you realize your whole self, you realize everything that surrounds you was so necessary so that you could discover through that repetition of seeing things, experiencing themselves. Until you remove the story of I'm here to experience all other worlds, all the things that are in the world, the cloud, the sky, the animals, the nature, the trees, the job, the house, the car. You're denying the initial journey. These things are valid. These things are ultra important to remind you of your true self, your whole self. But when you know your whole self, these things don't become ultra valid anymore. You don't have to pay them any attention, because these things become you in your entirety, and you realize that you are beyond self, and all the things that experience themselves are beyond themselves, and there is one whole consciousness that divides itself up appears itself as different things, but none separate from consciousness. So there is one whole, with many whole selves of different qualities that live or dwell within it. And the question is, can you be the ocean without paying attention to your waves? Can you be the ocean without paying attention to the fathoms within you? Can you be the ocean without looking outside to see what birds are flying above? Can you be the ocean, tranquil, whole, fluid, but still and strong? Can you be yourself? That's the question. That's the only question worth living for.